beginning to see the world around you as a mirror to the self, I think is a really powerful step to kind of this bridging of the gap, like you're speaking to, in wanting to help other people, whether that be in our immediate circles of our friends, chosen family, to broader ripple effects that we may want to have in our national society, international, global culture and society. How can we use this knowledge of the self and of this state of mirroring that everything I'm seeing is a reflection of me, and also be the change you wish to see in the world? It's trite and overstated for a reason. How can we start taking steps towards that?
I just love your questions, Reese, first of all. But they're very, very delicate and gentle and beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah. How can we reclaim our agency unless we're willing to act as if we are 100% responsible for the outcomes that we're experiencing right now? And that's a big question. So I'm using the words as if purposely, because am I responsible if a rocket came through my window right now and popped my head off? Probably not. But there's a moment afterwards that I can be. And maybe, maybe I was foolish and I walked in the road and the bus hit me. Maybe I didn't look 3 ways 3 times. I just looked once and I assumed. So maybe that's true too. But especially for those amongst us who are true victims, who may have been wounded or abused or hurt in some way, there is a moment of victimhood that is absolutely and utterly legitimate. And there is also an opportunity, as soon as that happens, to regain our balance. You know that poem, Humpty Dumpty? Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall, Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. And that's the culture we live in, that we expect, if we're wealthy enough, we can have the king's horses and all the king's men come and work on us. But it's not about us ourselves. And I think there's something fundamental that happens when we're disempowered, is that we lose our choice. We lose our sense of choice. And we know that if you had a little gauge for your stress or your anxiety level, the more anxious you are, the less choice you have, until you peak out into the red and off scale, where the trauma itself, you're really reduced to the 3 Fs, the fight, flight, or freeze. And so how do we actually reclaim that agency? How can we reintroduce choice to a moment that was past, that was choiceless? And that's really our work, to me, in order to reclaim the agency that really is our birthright.